Hi! Tomorrow it's going to be my birthday. I'm going to be 41 years old. So I wanted to celebrate that. I don't think I will have much time tomorrow to make a video. That's what I did it today. This is going to be like a birthday celebration video. Usually when it's my birthday every year, I try to provide something, give something to you. In the previous year, I talked about Virus Total and the free RPG Lost Souls that is available for free. I talked about both of those things because I was looking around the internet and I found that all of the books for the Lost Souls RPG, the first RPG where you could play as an incorporeal undead, that is wraiths, ghosts, shades, etc. You can basically roleplay as those entities even before White Wolf's Wraith, the Oblivion. It really got me curious, but it was in this... It almost looked like an abandoned website. It's not abandoned, of course, but it's just there. And you are always like cautious about those websites. They could contain some sort of virus, right, or something, or a Trojan, whatever. So I learned about Virus Total, which is a website owned by Google. You can basically copy paste any sort of URL or the address to a file, and it will employ about like 90 antiviruses to analyze that URL or that file, and it will tell you if it's free from virus or from threats. It's not 100% accurate. In my case, it has never failed me, but I have heard, looked around the internet, that there are a few people that sometimes ended up with some bad results. There are also some false positives. That is, sometimes it analyzes something and it informs you that there is some sort of virus or something, but it's a false positive. But I think those are like the exceptional cases. In the majority of cases, it has never failed me. So I use the Virus Total to analyze the URL from the website Haunted Attic, I think it's called. And then I saw it was free from threats, and I downloaded all of the books of the Lost Souls RPG. So I'm going to put links to those in the description. Just in case, right click on the URL and analyze it using Virus Total. So you can see if the website is still free from threats. Right click and save link as copy address or copy link. Well, because I use it in Spanish, I'm not sure how they say it in English, but yes, you just need to, or even you could type down the URL in that section of the Virus Total website. Okay, moving on. So what's my special celebration for this particular year? I am going to be starting another campaign. This is going to be a short campaign, perhaps 2 or 3 sessions long. 3 sessions long. We're going to be using the gag RPG, that is gratuitous anime gimmick RPG. This RPG is pretty wacky, but it's also pretty perhaps disturbingly similar to the RemiNES system that I have used in my Super Smash Bros. Campaign. You will find a link to that campaign in the description. It's very simple. You basically have a dice pool based on your attributes or your stats. So let's say that you have, I forget the name of this stat. Was it brawling, or let's call it strength for simplicity's sake. Strength basically affects anything that you are bashing, shooting, any sort of way you are violently affecting the game world through your fists, through your swords, through your guns, etc. You use that stat. Let's call it strength. It's not that, but let's call it strength. So let's say that you have a strength of 2. You roll 2 10-sided dice and you try to beat the difficulty. Let's say it's a difficulty of 6. One of those 2 10-sided dice should be 6 or above to pass the test. But if you have a strength of 3, then you roll 3 dice. So the higher the attribute, the greater the chance of getting a success. If you have 0 in any attribute, you roll 2 dice and you take the lowest result. The lower result. So it's very simple. And you also burn stats. If you want to lower the difficulty of a check, or what was it? I think it was re-rolling a check, you burn a point from one of your stats and you employ that benefit, but your stat is going to go down. So it's like you are literally burning a point of your own stats. In this RPG, you can play so many wacky characters. If you wanted to be an angel that is also a mecha pilot, you can do that. If you wanted to be an Oni magical girl, you can do that. If you want to be like a rabbit girl that is also a gun bunny, that is, you can wield, go guns akimbo with your guns against someone, you can also have that class. There are witches, there are average guys, and there are all sorts of species, like I told you. If you wanted to be this species that is kind of like an alien octopus that is also a martial artist, imagine being a martial artist with your tentacles. You can have that in, so it's a sort of action comedy type of RPG. So I am going to be running this campaign. Depending on how fast I obtain players, perhaps we can start it next week. And I'm going to be as flexible as possible with this. We haven't set a time, a schedule. In my case, I would prefer it if we could play it either Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, any of those days at around 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. But just let me know the days and the time when you are available so we can set up a schedule. There are already 2 people that are perhaps interested in this campaign idea. Like I said, only 3 sessions. Each session is going to last about 1 hour and a half. An hour or an hour and a half at most. Because it follows the structure of an anime episode or a manga. Like a few chapters of a manga or an entire anime episode or OVA or OVA. It's very fast paced. It's going to be somewhat similar to RemiNES when it comes to pacing, but RemiNES was more focused on the video game experience, more like almost like a side scroll progression through a level, or like an action platformer. This one is going to be more structured, like I said, like an anime episode. But remember, you are not actors; you are role playing. You are going to be able to roleplay in first or third person without breaking character. I will not allow or accept breaking character or asking out of character questions. It's all going to be either my character jumps up the building, or I run at the door and tackle it open, or crash it open, or bash it open. It's going to be I do this, I do that, or my character does this, my character does that. I allow third person in this case because you are trying to represent that sort of anime or manga experience. Sometimes you look at the characters like that. Oh, did you see what that character did? So it's going to be roleplay, immersion, of course, no out of character questions, no conversations, no board gaming, none of that. It's going to be mind's eye. Role-playing, always role-playing. Aside from announcing the results of your dice rolls, I roll this, or I'm burning a point, outside from those mechanics, it's all going to be in character all the time, describing your character's actions, obtaining information from the game world in character. I look around the room to see if there is a control panel, just like that. Not, is there a control panel in the room? No. I look around the room to see if there is a control panel. Everything can be obtained through roleplay, colors, symbols, shapes. I look at the object to appreciate its color. I look at the emblem to see its symbols. To appreciate its symbols and see if there are any markings. Everything can be obtained through roleplay. So just let me know in the comment section below if this interests you. I'm only going to be accepting people that either have videos on their channels or people that I have been talking to for a long time. Like in the case, well, it wasn't so long, but in the case of Eli and Josh, they didn't have videos on their channels, at least videos where they show their faces. But I have been talking to them for a while now, and it turned out great. And if you don't have videos on your channel, I'm going to have to interview you. There's no other way to go around this. Some of you know that I had a couple of negative experiences recently, so I'm not going to be risking that. So taking those things into consideration, I hope this campaign is of interest to you. I am going to be accepting a maximum of 5 people. Between 2 to 5 people. That's it. Well, thank you for watching this birthday celebration video. Remember that there is an ongoing sale in TTRPG. Also, this is going to be a prerequisite. You need to own the core manual of GAG. It is currently at $3. If you have $3, you can purchase it because it's on sale. I'm going to put the link to that in the description. Yes, definitely, and use my affiliate link, of course, if you want to support the channel. So yes, and if you want to further support the channel, of course, I thank everyone who is always supporting the channel. If anyone else wishes to do so, the information, that is the Amazon gift certificate or the drive-thru RPG gift certificate information, is going to be in the description below. But just how would you say, a heads up, if you're wishing to support the channel through Amazon, you need to create a Mexican Amazon account. There is an option to translate things into English, but if you have like Amazon USA, you cannot send a gift certificate from there to Amazon Mexico. So keep that in mind. So I think the easiest way is using drive-thru RPG, but there have been people that have sent Amazon gift certificates. It's all up to you. Once again, thank you for watching my videos. If you have any comments or questions about anything, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile, as always. And remember, it is... sorry, I forgot because of all the information. It is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you, and see you later.